Like there's
Yeah,
always
if your
gonna be
partner is
risks.
gonna die if they don't get
Yeah,
access to an
like unfortunately.
abortion, do you think they should be able to legally get access to an abortion?
No, because abortion is murder. Like I would rather
Wait, wait,
take.
wait. Why do you support Trump?
Because I just like I like his ability is positions in abortion specifically, border control, and just I think he's just a better option than Kamala just in general.
Kamala. Okay, so abortion and the
Sorry.
border, right? Those are the two?
Yeah, those are my two main ones.
Okay, so if I could prove to you that Democrats would save more lives than Republicans if you were to vote for the Democrats, would you support the Democrats?
I open-minded. I think everybody should say open-minded. So obviously I'll think about it. But yeah, totally.
Okay, so given the cuts that Doge has made to USAID, according to a Lancet study, it will lead to 14 million people dying by 2030. That if the Democrats were in office and were able to continue this funding, and the funding wasn't cut as it was under Doge and under Trump's administration, then we would have actually seen those lives saved rather than lost. So if you voted for Democrats, you could have saved millions of lives as opposed to voting for Republicans. Not even considering any other fact, sort of like we could reference like healthcare. 45 to
Yeah.
68,000 American lives lost every single year due to lack of access to healthcare. Democrats want to do a universal access to healthcare. It would save lives within that respect. So not even
Yeah.
considering any other fact, just referencing that saves millions more lives.
I see your point on that. Well, that's great. If you can save more lives, I'm pro-life, so I think everybody should get a chance to, live, no matter if whatever the case is, abortion, murder, anything like that. And I do the healthcare is where you got me. Um, like the free healthcare for everyone, but how come illegal? Like I'm not gonna call them aliens because everybody should, with like dignity and all that stuff. So like just illegal humans that are coming over the border, why should they get free healthcare over someone that's like my dad who's like 55 and working his butt off and he still doesn't get free healthcare like there's people that came over illegally.
So no undocumented immigrant is getting free like healthcare across the board. You're just talking about for emergency situations where we're not going to ask people their immigration status before treating. So that's what it's a human right. And if you want them to pay more into the system, undocumented immigrants, provide a legal pathway to citizenship for them if they haven't committed a violent or serious offense, because then that would allow for them to pay more into the legal system. And if you want there to be healthcare for your family, well, then I would agree. But the only people who are advocating for that are Democrats. Trump literally ran on repealing and replacing the ACA, but for 10 years hasn't developed a single healthcare plan. He
Yeah,
still has just concepts of a plan.
I saw some things with, I watched Brandon Gill. He was talking in Senate, and I think he's pretty amazing. He was talking. He was mainly bringing up abortion, which is like what I like to main on. But he was talking about how illegal aliens were getting, like more than they should have. Which I think immigration is great if you come over. I'm welcome to our country. That's how it should be. With all the World Cup going on, I saw some of the players were denied access, and I also know that some of the judges that were trying to work and get people their papers were actually like quitting their job because there were so many illegal immigrants coming over. Like it was just
Okay,
like due
so
process was
undocumented
not coming
immigrants
fast
don't
enough.
take away from jobs, and documented immigrants don't take away from jobs. They actually increase the labor force participation rate of natural-born U.S. citizens, and many of the jobs that undocumented immigrants are fulfilling in the first place aren't even jobs available to natural-born U.S. citizens because they're out of the purview of the legal enforcement. Right, so many more of the jobs that are open to them are jobs that wouldn't even be legally applicable to a citizen. So, and the
Uh,
fulfillment of
yeah.
those jobs inevitably does make other jobs more productive, just to be clear as well. So it does technically
I agree on
create
that,
jobs as
but
well,
I just
along
want
with the
to
fact
point
that they
out one thing.
demand goods and services, which also increases the demand for labor.
Yeah, I just want to point out who someone just said in the chat would I allow my wife or girlfriend to die in complications due to pregnancy? Um, I mean, like I said, it's if me and my girlfriend, hopefully soon to be wife, decide to have a child, then it's a risk everybody should be willing to take having kids. Like it's you yourself are being having that commitment to have a child with your loved one is the whole point. Like, there's
Yeah,
always
if your
gonna be
partner is
risks.
gonna die if they don't get
Yeah,
access to
like
an
of course.
abortion, do you think they should be able to legally get access to an abortion?
No, because abortion is murder. Like, I would rather
Wait,
take the
just to
risk than
clarify, you
automatically
think that
murder
your
him.
partner should be forced to die in that scenario, even if it wouldn't even
It's
save the
not forced
fetus?
to. Like, we never know what's gonna happen because, like,
Let's
a
say the
miracle
fetus
or
let's say
nothing.
we know the fetus is going to die anyway. Okay.
Hmm.
Do you think abortion would be justified to save the life of the pregnant individual?
So you're saying the fetus is already dead,
They're going to die anyway.
going to die, and like, That's a very tricky question. I'm glad that you brought that up. That makes me think. Like, like, what are the statistics on chances that happens?
It doesn't matter. It's just that in this circumstance, do you think that it would be justified to get access to an abortion if the fetus is going to die anyway, in
Mhm.
preservation of the life of the pregnant individual?
Bro, this is some bullshit.
Oh, is that Dean? What's up, Dean? How you doing?
Answer Parker's questions, and then I have one for you myself.
I got you. I still wouldn't take the abortion. I know people might be mad about that, but it's just like
So you think it would not
it's
be morally permissible to
no,
get an abortion in
no,
that
because
scenario,
you still know what's gonna
even
happen.
though the fetus is going to die anyway?
We don't know. Like, I don't think that's a thing. Like, is there really a
Wait,
thing where
but like
100%?
given that's the scenario, you know that the fetus is going to die anyway.
Okay, if it was like the first time and we knew the fetus was gonna die, I would save
Yes.
my life. Yes. Okay.
Okay, so you think abortion would be permissible in that situation?
I think that's like maybe the only one, and I also you're probably gonna
I
bring
think
this
it's
up too.
ridiculous. I think that there should be
No, it's
choices
not
and
ridiculous
extended.
because if
So
you
hold
think
up, I'm
about
gonna let Dean make his point, and then I'll carry back into the broader point that I was trying to make there.
All right, sounds good. What's up, Dean? What's your question?
Your wife is in labor, about to
Mhm.
give birth. Complications arise. This happens all the time, unfortunately. You have two options, okay? You save the baby, but the mom dies because you know she's gonna die during childbirth.
Mm-hmm.
Or you kill the baby and the mom lives. Who are you taking? Save the mom at the expense of the baby, or save the baby at the expense of the mom?
I would ask my wife. That'd be the first thing I would do. If
There's-
I knew,
So the reason why I'm asking you this from the perspective of the husband is because your wife is like rendered incapacitated and unable to like give an informed medical decision. Maybe she's like, being sedated, or she's like not conscious for like various reasons related to different medical concerns. Are you saving the woman at the expense of the baby, or are you saving the baby at the expense of the woman?
being, knowing who my girlfriend and hopefully wife is, and if that situation hopefully gets married, and I'm a Catholic, and I think that I would save the baby, and I think she would agree with that too.
Damn, bro. The wife can make more babies, but the baby can't
The
make
baby
more
can
wives.
grow up. Baby can grow up and make more too. Like, that's what I'm saying. We don't know what's gonna happen if I do
Dude,
kill the baby.
that's
Like,
actually
what I'm saying.
listen. When I heard you talking and I asked Parker to join, I really just joined to ask that one question. That's up, man. That is so up.
I
Make
don't think
sure.
anyone's-
Hey, have you told your girlfriend that that's the decision you would make?
I will not, but I will tell her.
Tell her.
I will.
Tell her
And she'll
that
agree
if
with me.
if
Very
she was
strong.
giving birth,
Yep.
and it's either her or the baby, that you choose the baby. Tell her that, okay?
I will, and she'll probably agree with me because I think I know my wife. And like I
But
said,
like you're also saying that
that
should be
Catholic.
legally obligated,
Catholic.
even
Like,
if the
we're
pregnant. Wait,
Catholic
wait,
couple,
wait. Would you
which-
say if your
Parker, your
significant
mic is muted.
Parker, you're muted. Yeah, Parker, you're muted. What's up, Parker?
sorry, would you say that if your significant other didn't want to die in that scenario and would rather that they live, would you say that it should then be legally permissible for her to live in that scenario? Because what you're saying is that it's not legally permissible for her to live.
Well, what about the baby though? That's what you're also not.
What do you
taking
mean?
that
What
chance.
about
Like,
the
you guys-
baby, bro?
So listen, you guys are taking these
We're
scenarios.
taking the baby into consideration here. Like,
Well,
keep
no,
in mind,
'cause
this is
you're
this
pointing
is
out
this
the
is
wife
a
more than the baby. But you
okay,
gotta treat it
okay.
equal
So
with
then, by
equal
saying that
rights.
you would choose the baby, you're not considering your wife. And yeah, bro, I'm sorry, but I think my girlfriend is more valuable than a newborn. I have a girlfriend too.
But it's,
I'll
it's
probably
your
marry her.
child,
one
and
day.
like the
She
potential.
is
Like that's what I'm saying.
absolutely more valuable than a newborn. She is more valuable than my newborn child would be. And I could say that with
You can't say it. That's crazy. Calling someone else's life more valuable than one another's is kind of crazy.
I could
That is not
absolutely
crazy,
say-
bro. Wait, what?
That is
Wait,
crazy.
I
Yo,
could say
everybody
that.
should be
I have a
treated equal.
question.
Okay,
Do you value your?
so-
Fuck, dude.
That's a good. Yeah, go.
Why is my microphone not working? There we go. So do you value your family members differently than you value a typical person?
I mean, I love them, but no, everybody should be treated equal.
Watch this.
Like,
Let me ask you a question.
I obviously I know them more. Like, that's what I'm saying. I know them more, but if I was to see someone on the street struggling, I would want to help them as much as the same as I would if it was my family member. Like that's what everybody's mindset should be.
So but I just don't think that you actually treat everyone else the same as you treat your loved ones.
We
Right?
could
You don't
test
give
it.
them the same attention, right? You don't give them the same sort of basis for being there for them because it's not possible for you to do that, right?
Can
And
I ask you
also
a question?
even so, like for example, would you rather save, like if you're in a burning building, would you rather save your significant other or some random person?
Let's hope that never happens. But if I could, both.
Of course.
But obviously, it'd be my significant other. But that does not.
Wait, what
also
do you mean
prove my point.
obviously? You just said that they should be treated the exact same.
They should be treated the exact same, but if
Check
I
this out.
like, and
Check
that'll
this out,
live with my
Parker.
life more. Here, let me say something. I saw this question pop up. I forget where it popped up.
Before
but it
you
said,
ask that question, Crispy, can I ask you one more?
what's up?
Would you give $20 to your girlfriend, no questions asked, if she asked for $20, no questions asked?
I mean, yeah. I
Okay.
trust her. Building a
Give
trust.
me $20, no questions asked, right now. My Venmo and my PayPal are in the link.
Concession.
So specifically,
That's-
my Venmo is DEANWITHRS.
And same here. You can check out my Venmo, PayPal link tree in the bio. Since you just like again you treat us the same as you treat your significant other, you better be sending us $20, no questions asked right now.
Yeah, money shouldn't be the thing
No,
you're
like,
seeking.
Parker,
Kindness should be what it is.
If he doesn't like this is funny, but it's actually a really good argument because legitimately, if he does not send us $20, then he concedes his argument. The
No, I do
only
not.
way
Because
for
listen,
the guest to
what I'm
not
saying is
concede
that
his
money should
argument
not
is to
value
send
how
us
well you treat
$20.
someone. Money is not how.
Yeah,
money
no,
should not value
we
how
need
well you
$20,
treat
no
someone.
questions asked. You just said you would do this.
But it's not about the money, though.
Wait, you
Like,
just
I'm
said
not-
that you treat us
Okay,
the
first of
same
all,
as
I'm
you
not gonna
treat
send
your
you guys-
significant
I'm
other.
not gonna send you guys the $20, and because one, just don't want to. Plus, you guys like, I promise you, you guys don't need it. But whatever.
Well, wait. The question of if we need it or not would be a question. That's why I specified no questions asked. That is specifically why I specified no questions asked.
All right,
20
I'll-
bucks, bro. Pay up. Venmo, PayPal link tree in the bio, bro.
Oh my gosh, this is.
Dude, come
This
on.
is
You
fun.
know that was a ridiculous thing to say.
It was not that ridiculous. I'm just saying.
It was
should you
very
treat people the same?
ridiculous.
Should you treat people the same with the same kindness in your heart you should treat everybody else?
Well,
Or
obviously,
do
you
you
want to
value
treat
what people
everyone with a
value
baseline
more
level of kindness, given that they deserve it, of course.
Okay,
Right?
since you put me through a hypothetical, let me put you through one. All right, now this is kind of tricky situation, but you're in Germany in early 1940s. I know, Parker. I see your reaction. Just go with it. All right.
Okay.
So, and you're asked to. Your best friend is strapped to a chair with a noose around his neck. Now, you are said, kick the lever and kill your friend, or we kill 3 other people. What do you do? Or they kill other people. Or they kill 3 other people.
Depends on who the 3 other people are. But I'll tell you,
Yeah,
let me listen.
probably.
Regardless of the decision that you make in that scenario, you wouldn't be responsible for the deaths of either your one friend or the 3 other people. I think that it's perfectly okay to save your friend. I also think that it's perfectly okay
Yeah, I
to
don't
save
know,
the 3 other
man.
people. But ultimately, because the are the ones presenting you with this dichotomy of choice between
Yeah.
1 or 3, they would be to blame for the death of the 3 or the death of the 1.
Yeah, because I got that question asked before, and I was very stuck on. I didn't know what I would answer, so I really just said.
I think
I
it
would
would be reasonable to say that you'd save your friend or someone who's really close to you. But I also think you could find it reasonable from your perspective to save 3 people in that scenario.
Yeah, I think for me it would depend on who the other 3 people are. Like, if the other 3 people were like, I think there's like, I don't know. There's presumably like criteria that they can meet. That make
Hey,
us
if it's
save
my
them.
girlfriend, though, I'm sorry. I'm saving my girlfriend every time.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, you want to get back on the track of why abortion's murder?
Hey, you listen, Parker. I appreciate you for letting me up. Those are the only questions I had to take.
Of course, man. Appreciate you coming
Have a
up.
great night, Dean.
That's it.
All right. So you
Okay,
want to
so then, so I already got you to concede on the abortion aspect of it because, again, you'll save more lives if you support Democrats over Republicans.
Gotcha. I thought I don't know. That's a very sticky question. I'm not really sure because how many people would they actually be saving? Because you can't you're basing it off of if they spent that and if I voted. That's what I'm kind of stuck right now. Because we can obviously go what's happened and what's gonna happen in the future, but let's go off what happened in the past. Crime rate in Washington D.C., murder rate is way down right now under Trump, and I just think that's one of the main points.
Do you think Trump caused the murder rate to go down?
I mean, he's enforcing law enforcement like we haven't seen in the last couple years. So
Say that one more time. Well, they just left. We never got our $20, so he doesn't treat us the same as he treats everyone else. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro.